Yo guys, Augiesaint here and welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. We did get the update today that unlocked the first 3 master dungeons as well as the first raid for us. So that means we have access to level 60 gear now, and the level 60 world bosses are also dropping level 60 gear now. So if you want to go and sit and try and farm them, you can actually do that because you don't need to use a key to get the actual gear drops that drop from the bosses. However, they are super rare to get yourself a legendary drop, but it does happen. So if you have nothing else to do, go and jump through all the lines and farm the world bosses to your heart's content. But what I really want to talk about in this video is about the new gear, since we do have access now obviously to the level 60 gear. You can see I have gone ahead and picked myself up a couple of pieces already. This is mainly just from doing the first couple of master dungeons we have available. And then this bracelet over here I actually got from the Pioneer rewards for the weekly after the reset and the turn-in. Luckily nothing was bugged and we all logged in and we got actual level 60 rewards from our Pioneer rewards. I know I made the video yesterday about warning you guys not to log out too late, just in case that we got a repeat of the same thing happening. But luckily all pretty safe, and you should have a level 60 piece of gear from your Pioneer rewards this morning, as well as obviously the level 60 reforged stones. But without further ado, let's just talk about gearing and how you can actually go about getting all your stuff up to level 60 now and what the progression path is going to be like. So I have these 2 websites I'm going to share with you guys. I'm sure some of you guys know about Maxroll already. It's a pretty popular website. They have a lot of useful information. Of as the general gearing guide, also showing you some of the stats and things, and some of the level 60 gear actually can't roll with certain stats. So like the helmet, for example, on the strength can't actually roll with versatility. And why this is important to actually know is because this is the random level 60 gear that you get from dungeons, but then some of the raid gear that you can actually go ahead and craft, which I'll show you guys in a second how to do it, that has stats that like change to your class to be the stats that you want or something like that. I'm not sure exactly if they roll with the stats or you can choose the stats, but it's pretty much always the stat you want it to be on the raid gear. To kind of mix and match between the raid set and the master set on which gear is actually the best. Then I have another website over here for you guys called pridewin.gg. This is one I just recently found that does blue protocol stuff, and their stuff is really in depth. This is like, I think, from a lot of Chinese vets playing and testing all these things. So you can see over here, this shows you the exact gear set. This is also for my class, Shield Knight Recovery Spec. So you can go over there to classes and you can choose your different classes, whichever one it is. So we go back to my Shield Knight, we come over to the gearing progression over here, and we can see over there. So we quickly skim through this. We can see our weapon, best one over there is the level 70 relic weapon, which we can craft. I'll show you guys how to do that in game in a second once we get to it. But having a look over here at our head, chest, and gloves, it says the possible set options. So what that means is we actually want to have 4 pieces of our set gear. That's going to be the raid gear that we can actually go ahead and craft, because that's going to give you guys a set bonus. But if we have a look at the boots over there, it says must be set, bracelet, and bracelet. So left and right, both our bracelets must be from the set, and our boots must also be from the set. And the reason that is being mentioned is because those 3 pieces that you can get from the master dungeons probably don't have a very good stat for the class. And then the last one of here, you got to choose between the head, chest, or gloves, depending on which stat is the worst for you. You can come back to this Maxroll one. You can see there, if we have a look there, it was the head, chest, and gloves. So let's have a look there, head, armor, gloves. So these top 3 pieces, we can see for strength, this is what they cannot roll: versatility, luck, and haste. I think we might want some haste on our recovery knight. I'm actually going to go ahead and pick gauntlets as the piece I'm going to craft, and then the other 2 I will fill in from the master dungeons. As you can see there, possible set options, so it's up to you which one that you want to like pick depending on your stats. So once you understand more of your stats, or if you follow a guide or something, then that's how you're going to end up picking your gear. So if we come back in game now, we've got a new gear vendor from the Harvey guy. You can actually get level 60 gear. You can buy stuff with these, and these you actually get from dismantling level 60 gear. You'll be getting the level 60 purple and legendary drops from the new master mode dungeons. I'll show you guys once we go over to the dungeons there. But basically just run those, dismantle those, and you'll get these materials. And then with that, you can come ahead and buy level 60 gear. Yeah, this is only purple. I would suggest this would be better than your level 40 legendary gear if you decide to max it out all the way. So if you're going to reforge it like fully, then it would actually be a little bit stronger. But if you just use it at base, I think your level 40 legendary gear that is refined is probably going to be a little bit stronger. So only get this if you do have the reforged stones to actually go ahead and max it out. So if we come back to Maxim here and we go to reforge, you can see level 60 stuff. If we have a look there, uses a different reforged stone. This uses level 60 reforged stones. Now you can actually get these from the dungeons themselves, obviously, and then also the mystery store and the trading center, but they are super expensive. You can also get them from honor coins. So make sure you guys are coming out of the honor coins. And you want to buy out all these things. Raw model stuff is what actually was added today as well. This gives you some more power, so make sure you pick those up. You can go ahead and roll those, and it rolls like random modules that you can equip. I'll show you guys that in a sec as well. There's the Reforged stones you can buy. You can obviously buy the Starforged crystals via. So I'd recommend pretty much just buying out all of these things. If you are still earlier on, like not level 60 stuff, there is level 40 Reforged stones. There's ally shards. There's level 40 stones over there if you are earlier on in progression. But mainly just be buying out all this stuff. And the runic alloy shards, this is what you'll use to craft your raid gear. And this thing I believe is actually used for the weapon. So let's go in game, back in game now, and I'll show you guys where you can actually find the new crafting guy. It's right over here at Cassie. If you come over to her, go Void Relic Exchange. This is where you can actually exchange the runic alloy shards, and then this will get you the raid gear. This is the set gear. To have a look there, you can actually scroll down. You can see what your 2 set is. It adapts by your specs, depending on if I'm playing recovery spec or shield knight spec or whatever spec it is you may be playing. It will show you what the set bonus is for you. But this is essentially how you craft your gear. It's super easy to go ahead and craft. You just need to get these, which we could buy from the honor coins, which I showed you guys before. Plus, there's also the event going on right now. If you come over to events and we go down to Adept's Trial, this is running out in 9 days. I would recommend going ahead and doing this event. It's pretty easy to do. But why you want to do it is you can see there is 45 pieces you can buy from there. I've only done it once or twice and I was able to buy 5 pieces already. So with this and from the shop that we got today, you can actually get yourself 1 piece of raid gear already. So I definitely recommend coming to do this event. It's super easy. Just run through there and murder a bunch of mobs. Maybe try and find some people, make up a group. It's kind of like a little roguelite. You go through, just kill mobs like in this arena. And then every match you get a few coins or like whatever the tokens is for that. And you can like buy different skills or you can upgrade your stats and stuff like that. So pretty much just a little roguelite, fun little arena thing. You just have to spam it quite a bit to get the materials to actually buy these runic alloy shards. But definitely recommend getting that because then you can come back to Cassia and make yourself a piece of raid gear. And then you want to just reference this back on this website. I'll have these both linked down below in the description for you guys. Choose your class and everything, and then see what is the one that says must be set. So if it says must be set, I'm assuming that is like the best stats. Just like double check it to see if it is the actual stats you're following. If you're following the guide from over on Maxroll, they have different class guides as well. Or if you're following the guide over on pridewin.gg. So that's how we craft the level 60 gear. And then obviously the other gear you just get from the master dungeons. Also, if you talk to Cassie again and you say gear crafting, this is how you make yourself a level 70 weapon. As you can see down below there, those are the things that we could buy in the shop. Showed you guys before the honor coins. I'm not sure how other methods we can get this, but for now it just seems you can get 5 a week from the honor shop. I'm assuming we'll get stuff probably from the raid and stuff like that later on, because that just seems way too slow to go ahead and get your weapon. But what you need for this weapon is you need these, and then you also need to get yourself a level 60 weapon that is fully perfection. So that means you've like fully reforged it all the way up. So you need the level 60 reforged stones and level 60 weapon with 100% perfection. And you bring that over here and you can craft yourself the level 70 weapon. And I believe the stats are fixed. You just choose your spec. So you see if I change the shield spec over there, it changes the stats. When we go to my recovery spec, it actually puts those stats. And so the weapon is really good because it does build it towards your class. So that's everything really with the gear. And if we turn around and we come back here, there's a new vendor over here. Grace is our module expert. And if we go have a look at modules, this is a new power system that was activated today. We only have 2 slots right now, but eventually we'll get some more slots. And just think of this kind of like decorations from Monster Hunter. I don't know if you guys played Monster Hunter, but if you have, it's got like different levels and this like level up and give you different bonuses. You can see there, crit focus. I have level 3 crit focus. If I click on it, level 3 actually gives you some HP and some all element. I'm going to guess that's all element resistance. And then like the attack speed one, if we click on that one, you see I have level 3 of that. So I'm actually getting adaptive. That means either attack or magic attack, depending on my class. And then for resistance, we click on that one. I have level 2. It's going to give me 60 endurance. And I opened the box. It was pretty much like 20 of these that you got. You can just like scroll through them to see which one gives you the biggest gain on like whatever it is you're looking at. You can see the effects there. That all changes as well. So those were the best 2 that I had out of the ones that I pulled. And you can also dismantle these and then re-roll them as well. So you go to Grace, you talk to Grace, and then we come over here to dismantle. And you can go ahead and dismantle all the ones you're not using. You see it's going to give you these purple materials down below. You talk to Grace again, and you can actually go and module exchange. So now you can exchange those purple materials for whatever it is you want to choose. And then this is obviously the legendary version, which we don't get for another 20 days. That's going to be quite a while before we get those, but that's how you actually end up getting these modules. And then I think you have to equip the ones for your class, but maybe you can use DPS ones on tank. I'm not sure if it's locked behind the roles, but there is obviously attack modules, there's support modules, and then guard modules. So just to be safe, I would suggest, picking up the module for whatever class you are playing. So there's a breakdown of level 60 gearing progression. Let me know if I skipped anything or missed anything, or if there's anything you guys don't understand, let me know down below in the comments and I'll try and help you guys out as much as I can. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hopefully it did help you out. And if it did, please consider dropping a like and a sub on the channel because it helps me out so much. And I'll catch you beautiful people in the next one. Augiesaint out.
Run free and dive into the sky. Hear the wind crying out its prayer. Why are we so ashamed to be